This short podcast is about the Chavin. They're really the first civilization to arise in South America, specifically the Andes region, and they're really contemporaries of the Olmec, and in many ways can be thought of as like the Olmec of the Andes. They're our first civilization, the one that kind of gets the rest of them going, the one who influences those who come after. And right there on the map here, you can see where the Chavin were located, coastal Peru. And their origins, like the Olmecs, are a bit mysterious. Some people suggest there could be an actual Olmec connection to their origins. Other people suggest there's a Japanese origin. What's more likely is that they developed in this region on their own. Part of the reason the Chavin are so mysterious to us today is the fact that they had no written language. So whereas the Olmec were the first writers of Mesoamerica, the Chavin were the first civilization, but they, like everyone else who came after them, did not write. No form of writing for the Andes. So one thing we do know is that they were big traders. In fact, they spread their culture via trade, much like the Olmec. They weren't warlike, it's believed. And one of the foundations of their economy, in fact, was this furry guy here, the llama. Llama jerky was something that they traded throughout the region. And you can imagine they would have, they have to kill one of these guys to get the jerky. So they kill a llama, salt the jerky, dry it out essentially. And from there, they would probably load it up on another llama to take around the region to trade. What would the guy be wearing? Probably some garment made out of part cotton, but also part llama. And on his way, what's he going to do? Probably eat some llama jerky, maybe drink some llama milk. In essence, their economy, their society revolved around the llama, like many of our societies and cultures will throughout the Andes. So, what type of culture did these Chavin traders spread? Well, a lot of it had to do with their religion. And you can really think of the Chavin maybe more than a kind of warlike conquering civilization as a huge religious cult. Um, People were attracted to their religion. One aspect of it was a feline deity, probably a jaguar, an ocelot. You can see a little statue of it there. It's harder to see in this stone carving, but you can kind of see a tail there to the right if you look hard enough, maybe pause it. Um, One other aspect of their religion that we can be certain about is that they ate a lot of cacti, a lot of hallucinogenic cacti, actually. And their priests probably used this to speak to the gods, communicate with the gods, and yeah, what they found out was pretty much whatever they wanted to find out. The final detail that I'll mention about the Chavin is their chief ceremonial site, Chavin de Huantar. First here you can see an image of what it looks like today, and then you can see an image of what it looked like in the past. Certainly quite a difference. Of course, this was built 2,500 years ago. Much of it has deteriorated, some is sunken into the ground, but we'd still know a bit about this site. It was the chief site where people would hold the biggest festivals, biggest celebrations, a place of pilgrimage for anyone who observed Chavin culture, who was a follower of their religion. And an aspect of this, as you might imagine, was linked to the mountain. You kind of went into the mountain a little bit, or down under the ground, and came up into the temple. They were people connected to their environment, and they incorporated that environment into the temple.